Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Tracy and I'm so glad you could be here today. Today I'm going to show you just a couple of fun little things you can do here with this foundry wax. So I'm using my Tonic Studios mat and I've got my foundry wax. I've got some dollar store string, it's baker's twine. You can use any type really, it doesn't matter. Cotton is better. But you could use a polyester. Well, you don't want polyester or it'll melt, but cotton string is what you need. So the way I like to use it is, in little projects, and I'm sorry, my camera just simply does not want to focus on that, no matter which way I move it. So anyway, the strings there were covered in Gilded. No, they were covered in statue. Anyway, so, and you're going to need a couple of little clips because you don't want that blowing away on you while you're working on it. And so I'm going to start out with the sterling foundry wax. And I'm going to make myself a gold string. Get it shooken up really well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour a line of it onto my mat. And this stuff cleans up off the mat, no problem. And I'm just going to drag that string and roll it around in that line. Now you have to work quickly and you may need to do more than one coat. It just depends on how quickly you work and how saturated the string gets with the foundry wax. So I'm just rolling it around and getting, wax where I need it. Okay, yeah, any excess I'm trying to get on there. I want to get just a wee bit more here. I don't know if you know this, but I love using strings and paper scraps and stuff like that on my projects in random ways. I might only use an inch of this string, but I'll have 6 inches or so. So we're good to go. All right, just rolling around, making sure I get any more wet stuff. And then I'm just going to wipe my fingers off here just with a paper towel at this point because I'm, not done working. I'm going to go ahead and put these clips, and you could use clothespins, whatever. I'm just using something so that when I go to heat set this, my string doesn't blow away on me. Because I fought and fought with that, and I'm like, finally, okay, I have an idea. Let's try this. So I'm trying to get in camera view. And then just get that as straight as I possibly can. So it's not up off the mat completely, but it is, half a centimeter maybe. Just make sure my heat tool is hot. And then I'm going to go ahead and heat up this, set this sterling here. You want to move quickly with the heat tool too, because if you go too long, it goes dull on you. So that one's done, and it's pretty much heat set all the way through because I didn't get a very thick coat on there. But if you can see it, of course I can't get my camera to focus on it up close. Let's see here. You've now got yourself a little silver piece of string. So I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to do another one. And I'm going to go a little bit heavier on the foundry wax. So let me grab another piece of string. This is just another roll. It's the same string, just a different color. I'm just kind of making sure if I decide I want to wrap it around a card that I have enough string. So I am going to go in with the Mind here, which is kind of a coppery color. Make sure that it's shaken well. And I'm going to lay a string on and just take my string and quickly start to roll it through there. So you see I'm scooting and rolling at the same time, trying to get as much as I possibly can on there before it dries up on me. In hindsight, it'd be cool to invent some sort of a little trough where it can't spread out. Maybe next time. So I'm just getting it pretty thick on here. And even as it starts to thicken up on the mat, I can still grab some in its little pasty form and get it on my little string. Okay, Just kind of do a quick wipe up there. When I'm done, I'll be cleaning it with the isopropyl alcohol. So I'm going to go ahead and place it in my clips again. And grab my heat tool. And go ahead and just heat that in. As soon as it shines, move your heat. Because again, I've failed quite a few times before I got it. So just to, heads up, as soon as you see that turn, move your heat. Otherwise, it soaks into the cotton fabric and you lose your shine. So this one I'm flipping over, doing a little bit on the other side, because I did do a thicker coat on this one. And it goes real quick. So that's good. I'm not, I'm not mad. I'm kind of liking it. It is coppery, but doesn't have enough shine for me, so I'm going to do a second coat. And I'll do exactly the same thing. I'll make a line, shake it up, make a line, pop my lid on, and that was a pretty thick line right there. Sorry about that. My email's being noisy again. Oh, junk mail, I'm telling you. Now, I've got a lot going this time. I really am getting this stuff on here. Now, could you do this with other types of paste and things? Absolutely. I've done them with lunar paste. Let's see. Could probably drag it through embossing fluid and emboss it. Like if you had that embossing dauber, just daub it on real thick. Or I take the lid off my embossing dauber and use it like paint. So that was a little wasteful. I got a little bit too much. That's okay. I'll go ahead and attach it again because the result is outstanding. So that's the whole point. All right, grab my heat tool. Warm that bad boy up. And I know it's kind of hard to see because I'm running the heat tool over it, but I'll show it to you when it's done. So the more coats you get, the more of a kind of rough look you're going to get on it. See how it's, bumpity and stuff? I really love that. So I'll go ahead and do the other side. And I'm only doing that side real quickly because it does heat through the whole string. But I just want to make sure everything's set on there. So I'll go ahead and take it off my clips. And there you go. You've got yourself a copper wire. Pretty sneaky, eh? I like the copper one best. I'm going to do a second coat on the sterling one, though, because I felt like I didn't really get enough on there. So let's do that. Let me grab the silver, or the sterling. See how it's not as thick and yummy? So second coat it is. I'm going to shake up my bottle really well. And then pour it down on the mat, pretty thick. And quickly go through with my string. Now on your second coat, it goes on a lot easier than the first coat because the first coat, a lot of the string tried to soak in the foundry wax. So, it gets soaked in the middle. This is just going to basically coat the outside since we have basically a prime coat on it. I'm just going to wipe my fingers off and wipe this mat off a little bit. Again, it cleans off really easy with isopropyl alcohol. So I'm clipping it on, pulling it kind of taut, and that tonic grip mat really kind of holds it in place. And just quickly going over it until it shines, and then moving on. Okay, I'm going to flip it over and just do a quick run on the other side. Just like that. Okay. Now we have our 2 pieces of metallic string. And here I got myself out of camera here. Here's the sterling one. And here's the copper one. So I hope you enjoyed just kind of learning, you know, some new tricks with your foundry wax. And yeah, you can put it in a bow or tie it in a knot or whatever you want to do with it. But I do, you see how I can put it as a stem for a flower, whatever. I do want to thank you. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much. Have a great day.